All right, we live. We live. We live. Something wrong with the Facebook live. You see, I was talking about last week that they might knock us out of Facebook, but I small thing. All right, Facebook people are sorry, you're missing out this week's live. We only live here on YouTube. So all somebody's saying, sir, it's 101. Yes. A 1 minute behind the time. This is the first time since the live started 1 minute behind the time. It's my fault. I was taking off my shoes and switching out clothes and running for my hat, my student top hat and thing, you see. So yeah, we start. We ready for them. And this week, remember this week's supposed to be the fractions workshop. Let me see if I could change the name. I wonder if I could change the name on YouTube, boy. SEA Revision Fractions Workshop. I'm trying to change the name of the title there. Hopefully it changes. It changes. So, Fractions Workshop today. We'll do some of these We'll do these shout outs. I've seen Kristen, Israel, Secret Hearts. We'll do these shout outs at the ending, right? Y'all say hello to Miss Celine.
Hi guys.
So yup. Everything's starting to come and fall into place. We gave back the ruler last week. Cookies and cream. We have Miss Celine Bedo here with us from the Student Hub. And she will jump in later when we're doing some of the harder questions. Miss Celine will jump in on those questions. So I think we're ready to go there. Okay, how do I share this thing, boy? All right, Miss Celine, we'll see you in a bit. So I think we're good here. But I just need to zoom in because I just seen dots across the screen. And we're ready to go. We're off. So 3 mixed numbers from the set below will produce a whole number when added. What are the 3 numbers? So I'm just looking at the fractions to see which one will give me a whole number. 1/3. I'm not even seeing all the thirds. So maybe 3 eighths and 5 twelfths and a quarter. No. What is it? Which one should I pick? To give me a whole number when it's added. Can I make all of them out of 12? If it's blurry, you need to increase the resolution on your side. We already have 517 people here. Oh my goodness. So what you can do if you're not seeing what to do with the question, change all the fraction parts using an LCM for the denominator. So 1 fraction. So the LCM of 3, 8, 4, and 12 is not 12 because 8 can't go into 12. So I'll use 24. 3 goes into 24 how many times? 8 times. So we have 8 over 24. Then 8 will go into 24. 3 times 3 is 9. And then we have 24 over 6 because 4 goes into 24 6 times. 6 times 1 is 6. And then we have 24 over 10. So which one of these 3 numbers will add up to give me 24, boy? Which one of these 3 numbers add up to give me 24? What y'all thinking? Nine, 6, and 10 is not 24. That's gone over. 8, 9, and 6 looks promising, but it's too little. I will have to go with the 8, 6, and 10. 8, 6, and 10. Yep. So I'm looking at this fraction, and that fraction to give me a whole number because I want 24 over 24. So 4 and 1/3, 1 and a quarter, and 2 and 5 twelfths. The whole numbers obviously will add up to give me a whole number. And these fraction bits will add up to give me 24 over 24, which is a whole. So we can cope with Ramco gas there. So that's the long way to do it in case you're not spotting the fractions really quickly. Okay, number 2. A box contains some bananas, 13 and 5-6 kilograms of bananas. The cafe used 3 2/3 kilogram of bananas to make pancakes and 7 5/9 kilogram of bananas to make banana bread. How many are left? So we need to find how much used so far. So far we have 3 and 2/3 plus 7 and 5/9. We can do the whole fraction addition. So we have 10 on the whole plus, on the fraction side, we have 2/3 plus 5/9, which is the same as 9. 3 into 9, 3, so 6 plus 5/9, which is the same as 11/9. We'll carry across 1. So this is 11, because this is the same as 1 and what? 2/9. So when we carry across 1, how much do we get? 11 and 2/9, right? Because the 1 will join with the 10 from the whole side. So we did the wholes, we did the fractions separately. So when we did the fractions, we got a mixed number. So I took this 1 and joined it with the 10. It's 11 and 2/9 now. So now I want to subtract that from 13 and 5/6. So I want 13 and 5/6 minus 11 and 2/9. That shouldn't be a problem for us, right? 13 and 5/6 minus 11 and 2/9. So once again, from the whole side, 13 minus 11 is 2. 5/6 minus 2/9. If I get a little LCM here, I'll get 18. 6 goes into 18 3 times, so 15 minus 9 goes into 18 2 times. 2 2s are 4, so we get 11 18ths. So the final answer is not 2 and 11/12. Why people saying 2 and 11/12? Not too sure where they get the 12 from. The final answer is 2 and 11/18. 2 and 11/18. So let's just double check that. I could be wrong. Let's double check it and see. So far we use this amount for pancakes. Who love pancakes here? My children love pancakes. And this for banana bread. Who loves banana bread here? A good banana bread tastes really good, right? Y'all press like on the video. How much likes we have? How many likes we have? Look at the likes button. Make sure your name in the likes button there too, you know. Make sure you press like this. So when you add the 3 and 7, we get 10, and this we get something and 2/9. 1 and 2/9. Altogether is 11 and 2/9. And when we subtract it, that's how much was used so far. When we subtract how much is used so far, 11 and 2/9 from the total, this is the total, we are left with 2 and how much? 2 and 11/18. So I hope them likes raise up to like about 400 right now. When the likes reach 400, I'll let me know. Right in the box below, the greater than or less than sign that correctly completes the number sentence. So a lot of equivalent fraction techniques we are doing here today. We have 5/6, we have 3/4. I want to represent them with the equivalent fractions using the LCM of 6 and 4, which is 12. You all should know LCMs really fast. How fast are you all in LCMs? Really fast? Really fast? 6 goes into this 2 times 2 by 5 is 10. 4 goes into this 3 times 3. Oh, so we know which one is bigger now. So therefore, it's going to be this side. Find the difference. So the difference when we subtract is 1/12. 1/12. When we subtract them, we get 1/12. Number 4. Read number 4. Read number 4, class. 4/7/7 number is 84. What is 2/3 of the same number? So this is extremely popular. A fraction is set to a quantity. So if 4/7 is set to 84, finding the whole, we reciprocate and multiply by the fraction. Now, we weren't asked about the whole, so we no need to work this out yet. We wanted 2/3 of the whole. So 2/3 of the whole of the same number is going to be 2/3 of 84 times 7/4. And now you can reduce really nicely. So I know 4 can go into 84 21 times, and 3 can go into 21. Is it 7? 7 times. The 7 sevens are 49 times 2. It's going to be none other than 98. 98. So this is a technique we use where we don't find the whole number yet, and we leave it there so that when we reduce and we have more options to reduce, and it gets a little easier that way. It can save some time. The product of two numbers is 8. One of them is 4 and 4 sevenths. So there's a number multiplied by 4 and 4, 11, sorry, which is equal to 8. So the way to find the missing number is to reverse the operation. Look at your doggy next to you, or your goldfish, or your cat, or your lizard on the wall, or your mosquito, whatever animal you have in the room, and tell them it's time to reverse the operation. And that is multiplication. The reverse of multiplication is division. So we have to find the missing number that joins together to make a product. So products form from multiplications. To go and find the missing number, we have to go backwards and use division. So now we have 8 divided by, I don't like how this looks. Let's change the sign proper fraction one time. 4 by 11 is 44 plus 4 is 48 over 11. And then I will reciprocate. So I can change it to multiplication and use some reduction techniques. 8 goes into this one time. How many times does 8 go into 48? 6 times. So we have 11 over 6, which is the same as 1 and 5/6. 1 and 5/6. Changing this improper fraction to that. So we're looking good so far. Number 5. Number 6, Ariel's travel budget is 9,000. So someone has to re-explain the concept, and this is very simple. If I told you 2 times 5 is equal to 10, but then I told you, hey, forget about this. I didn't tell you what this number is. And they ask you now to find this number. You're supposed to be like, I multiplied by 5 to get to 10. So to find the missing number, I need to come now and divide by 5. So we reverse the operation. I can literally write divide by 5. It doesn't matter if it's a fraction. So in this case, it was a mixed number fraction. So we have this multiplied by this give us 8. When I bring this across, it switches to division, spectacularly switches to division, and we can figure out all stuff from there. So number 6, Aria's travel budget is $9,060. Where Aria going by? Who want to be Aria right now with a $9,060 traveling allowance? She spent 2/5 of it on a flight, 1/3 of it on hotel accommodation, and saved the remainder for food and activities. Because food is a big part of the budget. So what fraction did she spend on a flight and accommodation together? So flight is 2/5, accommodation is 1/3. So 2/3 plus 2/5. 2/5 plus 1/3 is equal to 15. LCM, right? 5 goes into 15. 3 times 3 2s are 6. 3 goes into 15. 5 times 5 by 1 is 5. So 11/15 of her money, 11/15 of her money went towards flight and hotel accommodation. Somebody is talking to the mosquitoes here. Are you talking to the mosquitoes? Well, you must be doing so much maths right now. Your mosquito and all no maths. Your mosquito could say it's times tables and things. How much money does she have available for food activities? Well, available for food activities, the remainder is 15/15 minus 11/15, which is 4/15. So that's what's available in terms of a fraction, but they don't want the fraction, they want the quantity. They want dollars. So 4/15. All you reach 400 likes? Like police. Reach 400 likes yet? Anyhow, 4/15 of 90. So in terms of dollars, I want 4/15 of, was it $9,060? And I'm pretty sure 15 can go into that really nicely, because I'm seeing that 60 there, I'm seeing that 9,000 there. I'm pretty sure it can happen. In fact, let's do it. 15 into this one. 15 can go into 90. How many times, class? How much times do you think 15 could go into that, boy? I think 15 goes into that 1, 2, 6 times. 6 times. And then 15 will go into this how much times? 4 times. So maybe 604. Maybe it's 604. And then we need to multiply this by 4. So we have 604 times 4. How are we looking? How are we looking? We looking good? We maths looking solid? 4 by 4 is 16. And I just let the 1 drop down there one time. And 4 6s are 24. 2416. I get 2416 earlier, and I'm feeling very good about that. All right, so let me see how much questions we're going up to today. We can't, in our worksheet session, we're not going up to 40 questions because that's just crazy. We'll go up to, what number are you feeling we should go up to? Less than 40. What number are you feeling like? I know those in my class, those in the student hub already know what number we're going up to. But what number do you think we're going up to? Shira purchased 7 cheesecakes for the party and cut each of them into 12s. Wow, 12 looks like such a weird way to spell it. What is going on with 12s? Oh my gosh. Her brother snuck into the kitchen and ate 2/3 of one cheesecake. How many 12s of cheesecake did her brother eat? Eat. 2/3 as a 12th. Well, equivalent fraction. 3 goes into 12 4 times. So I need to multiply this by 4. Bro ate 8 12ths of one cheesecake. That's a lot of cheesecake, bro. And cheesecake is a really strong thing, right? How many of y'all like cheesecake? Because when I was your age, I hated cheesecake. I know it's cheesecake, right? When I saw my mom eating cheesecake once, I said, "Let me get this bit of that cake. Let me eat some cake there." When I eat that cheesecake, I was like, so like for 10 years, I didn't like cheesecake, but now I love cheesecake. How many 12s of cheesecake does it have remaining for the party? Well, hold up, Earlier we could get this one wrong. We had to take we time with this one. Because remember, it's 7 cheesecakes. We have 7 cheesecakes, right? Now you don't get distracted. I know I'm distracting all here. We have 7 cheesecakes and we ate, how we name eat 8 12. Bro, brother man eat 8 12s. So remaining from that one that he ate is 4 12s. But from 7 cheesecakes, how many 12s are there? Each cheesecake will have 12 12s. So we have to multiply 7 times 12. 7 times 12 is 84 12ths. I tell you, this 12ths word looking very suspicious. Anyhow, I think we're spelling it correct. 84 12ths. And then there's, wait. I'm doing this wrong. It's 7 in all. But remember, you eat 1. So we could do it like this. Just now. Instead of 7, let's say 6 cheesecakes. So 6 times 12 is some number. 6 12s is how much earlier? That's now it coming to me. 72. Yes, 72 12s. 72 12s. And wait. Remaining, we had 4 more. So let's just sneak in that 4 more right there. And say 72 plus 4 is 76. Boom, bang, bing. 76 12s. Or some of you all may have done it like, I think the better way to do it, and I've seen the better way to do it, would have just be to say the 7 times 12 is 84 and minus the 8 12s here, and it had dropped to the 76. If you do it that way, big up yourself. You do it a nice way. That's a nice way too. So if 5 9ths of a number is 75, what is, a repeated style. 5 9ths of 75 is equal to, oh, shucks. The fraction is equal to the quantity. So 5 9ths is equal to 75. So the whole is equal to the quantity multiplied by the reciprocated fraction. So therefore, the new fraction of the same quantity is the whole multiplied by the new fraction of the same quantity. Or I could have put the 7/5 in front. Anyhow I take it, 5 and 5 will go into 75 3 times. So 5 by 5 is 25, 25 into 75, 3. So all that is left of us to do is to multiply 7 by 3 by 9. It's 7/15. Wow. 7/15. I forget the one there is 7/15. My bad. So 7/15. So I still have a 3 hanging out here, guys. There's still a 3. Let's just do it over so nobody gets confused. What I said is we have a fraction attached to the whole. Whole is going to be the quantity. Fraction attached to the quantity. The whole is going to be the quantity multiplied by the reciprocated fraction. Then we take this and multiply by the new fraction that we have, but it was 15, 7/15, not 7/5. So when I cancel 25 from this, I got 3 there, and then 3 goes into this. So just 9 by 7, which is 63. And a lot of you all got 63 long time, but I'm just making sure my working looking crisp. Big up everybody with the 63 one time. Guys, whilst you all doing that question with Miss Selena, I will go and get the SEA handbook and show you all, right? I know some of your parents would have seen what I posted on Facebook yesterday on TikTok, but I'll show you all. So consider the fractions 5/8 and 5/12. The numerators are the same, but the denominators are different. Using words or diagrams that the two fractions are not equal to each other, we can use diagrams. Or we can use words. So anybody, what would you use for this? Would you use words or would you use diagrams? 5/8 looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5/12 looks like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are seeing a clear difference here. Less of the whole is shaded for 5/12. More of the whole is shaded. So, and if you're using words, you should explain that the numerator tells us how many parts we are considering, and the denominator tells us how many parts the whole is divided into. So 5/8 means 5 parts of a whole divided into 8 parts. 5/12 means 5 parts of a whole divided into 12 parts. And because we divided by a larger number, this is less. So at the same time, let's say happy birthday to Nicolene. Everybody tell, I hope this is a name. What is your name? Is it Nicolene? Romaine, tell her happy birthday while you go on to number 10. Reach 400 likes. 424 likes. Yeah, big up. Well done. Congratulations. Now we have a new target, 500 likes. So let me know when you reach 500 likes. They get your friends to come out like this. The houses in the village of Ikakas were constructed using either wood or concrete blocks. So people asking when we are finishing, I don't know. We have like 15 questions to go again. Houses in the village of Ikakas. Anybody living in Ikakas? You know where Ikakas is? If this is Trinidad, Ikakas somewhere down there now, boy. Trinidad and Tobago, Ikakas down there. Anybody living in Ikakas? Were constructed using either wood or concrete blocks. The survey conducted showed that a quarter of the house were wooden. The data also showed that 8/11 of the house were built using concrete blocks. Had steel roof. So this is a fraction in a fraction. Hey, there are people in the Ikakas here, but big up all the Ikakas people watching this. 72 of the houses that were built using concrete blocks had a steel roof. How many houses in total are there in Ikakas? So you had to take your time. You had to be like a maths doctor here when you're doing this question. You had to go inside this question. Because watch. Let me show you again. I'll realize what's going on with this question. You have a quarter of the house that are wooden. Then 8/11 of the houses that use concrete blocks had a steel roof. So they didn't tell us how many of the houses use steel roof. Like, oh yeah, they told us 72 of the houses that were built using concrete blocks use steel roof. But they didn't tell us how many of the houses were concrete. We have to go backwards from all of that. So, all right, let's see what I would do. I could work from this. A quarter of the houses were wooden. And what's the question? How many houses in total are there in Ikakas? Very nice. A quarter wooden. That means 3/4 are what? Concrete. And now we know that 8/11 of the concrete equals steel roof. So steel roof as a fraction of the whole will be 8/11 of the 3/4, 8/11 of the concrete. If you understand that type, I understand. So that's the most important part to grasp in this question. This can be simplified. 4 into 8 is 2, so we get 6/11. So 6/11 of all the houses had steel roofs, but that equals 72, and that is amazing. As long as we have a fraction to tie to a quantity, we are happy people. Let's be happy people. 6/11 represents what? 72. So the whole, which is what we want to find, is 72 multiplied by the reciprocated fraction. Remember, 6 goes into 72 12 times, and 12 times 11 is 132. All these are timetable facts that we can easily recall. 132 houses is the answer, and I'm seeing some weird answers, but big up Logan who get the answer here. So if you do like fractions, you're not going to be very happy about this live stream, because in case you didn't realize, every single question in this live stream is fractions. And whether you like it or not, you have to do fractions for SE. It's like when you wake up and there's food on the table and there's breakfast. How many of y'all could tell your parents, I don't like that. I don't like this breakfast. Cook another breakfast. Any of y'all have tried that before? I want you all to try that in the morning and tell me how it goes. So you can't tell SE to go and write over questions. You have to do it. You're gonna have to eat those fraction questions. So get accustomed to these fractions. 6/7 of a number is 144. 3/4 of the same number. You see how much times this technique come? 6/7 represents the quantity. So the whole is, if I see this question one more time, 6 goes into this 24 times. 24 times 7 is how much, guys? Wait. I don't need to do that. Because I'm not trying to find the whole. I'm trying to find 3/4 of the same number. So I can say now 3/4 of the whole means 3/4 of the 144 multiplied by 76. And 6 goes into this 24 times. 4 goes into this 6 times. So in the end, I just want 6 by 7 by 3. 6 times 7 times 3. Yep, you'll get 126. 126. 6 by 7 is 42 times 3. 42 times 3 is 126. Looks good. Hey, when my 6 boy, see how my pen trying to set me up there? I write a 6 and the 6 turned into a ghost. Anyhow, so number 12. Enrique 8. Does it have a next part? We didn't leave out any parts, right? Let me just make sure we didn't leave out any parts. Everything looking good. Let's go do this question with Enrique. Enrique ate 3/8 of the grapes in his lunchbox. Is Enrique the student have 3/8 of the grapes in his lunchbox and 1/3 of the remaining grapes went to Jaden and gave 1/3 of the remaining grapes to Jaden. You know, 20 grapes remaining. How many grapes did Enrique have at first? So he ate 3/8 and he gave 1/3, not of the grapes, of the remaining. So in other words, he gave 1/3 of remaining from 3/8 is 4/8, right? 8/8 minus 3/8. So he gave 1/3 multiplied by 4/8, which is, why did I say 4/8, boy? 5/8. 8/8 minus 3/8 is 5/8. So which is 3/8 at 24, 5/24. So far, so good? So far, so good. That's how much he gave. So how many grapes did Enrique have at first? Oh, we still have some addition to do. So, so far, what's gone is 3/8 was eaten and 524 was given away. So I can put it over 824 as the LCM. 8 goes into 24, 3 times 3 by 3 is 9, plus 5 is 14 over 24, which can reduce to 712. So let's reduce that. So this is how much is gone so far. So remaining is how much? Remaining is 12 12s minus 7. Let me make sure I write this. Last time I make a mistake. That is 5 12s, right? 5 12s is remaining. So how many grapes did Enrique have at first? Well, we're ready. Now we're going to say 5 12s equals the quantity. The quantity they gave us was 20 grapes. Look it right here. So 20 grapes remaining. So 5 12s is equal to 20. So the whole is equal to 20 multiplied by the reciprocated fraction. 5 goes into 24 times, and of course 4 times 12 is 48 grapes. Some of you all got 92. Some of you all got 96. Seeing some people making some subtle errors with these questions. It's 48 grapes, guys. 48 grapes. In an attempt to add more fiber to her diet, Khadijah ate 3 servings of oatmeal a day, which was 2. And so I love these questions, boy. They're so creative. Fiber to the diet. Oh, did I leave out a question? Hold on there. Where's number 13, boy? How 12 jump to 14? 13? I'll go and see if I'll find 13 there. Aging 13. I found it. Actually, 13 was missing. 13 was duck in class. There are blueberry, chocolate, and poppy seed muffins in a bakery. I think I would like the blueberry muffin as the first best muffin out of these 3 flavors. 3/15 of the muffins are chocolate. No, sorry, I read in my own thing these days. Well, let me zoom in a little bit. 3/5 of the muffins are chocolate. 9/14 of the remainder are poppy seed. What fractions of the muffins are blueberry? So this is our next of the remainder question. So these types of fraction questions, I call them remainder fraction questions, and they're extremely popular in section 2. Extremely popular in section 2. So of the remainder, so you have to first find a remainder. 48, what did I put? Did I put 48? Yeah, 48. I have 48. So these fraction questions are extremely popular, so look out for them. This is where you find a fraction of the remainder. So it's important to first get the remainder and then find the fraction of, and of is multiply, right? So you're seeing a lot of the different techniques that you, for sure, a couple, maybe 3, maybe 4 of these same techniques that we are doing here today will show up in your SEA exams in a few days. It's just a few days now. What is it, 3 weeks? About 3 weeks away. There are blueberry, chocolate, and poppy seed. How many days till SEA? Poppy seed muffins in the bakery. 3/5 are chocolate. 3/5 chocolate. So remainder, once again, the remainder, let's be very careful with this. Remainder is going to be 5/5 minus the 3/5, right? Which is 2/5. You all understand how to get the remainder. Now, I'm reviewing all of these sessions on Sunday are revision sessions. I'm not going to teach the whole of fractions, which requires like a couple weeks of classes. I'm expecting that you know when I say 5/5 minus 3/5, you know what I'm talking about, right? So that's the remainder after you take off 3/5 from chocolate. So just saying, because I saw somebody say we need to slow down. We're going at a good speed, not too fast, not too slow. So remainder is 2/5. But 9/4 of the remainder poppy seed. So we're going to find poppy seed now. So poppy seed is 9/4 of the remainder, which is the 2/5. And if you could get a little reduced, by all means, hit them that reduce. So 9, wait. 9, 14. You all keep leaving all these ones, boy. What's going on here, boy? So if you could get a little reduce it, by all means, hit them reduce. 2 into 2, 1, 2 into 14, 7. So it's 7 by 35. Fortunately, I never get fully catch yet, but I'll be careful when I'm writing on these questions. You see all these ones and things trying to escape with clutches. 9/35. You all got that? So what fractions of the muffins are blueberry? This is how much is poppy seed. This is how much. So we have the poppy seed fraction. The poppy seed fraction is 9/35. The chocolate is 3/5. So the blueberry will need to add up. So far, we have 3/5 plus 9/35. Let's just put everything over 35. 5 goes into 35, 7 times 7 3s are 21, plus 9 is 30 out of 35, which is really nice. This breaks down really nicely to 6/7. So if 6/7 used so far, it means the new remainder, the blueberry, how do you only have so little bit of blueberry, boy? Blueberry is 1/7. The best flavor. They have the least of them, boy. Failure with this bakery, boy. I'm not shopping in this bakery. And they make chocolate, the one of the most, boy. 14, in an attempt to add more fiber. All right, so we're back with Khadijah and Khadijah's fiber here. Khadijah, I hope you're adding some fiber to your diet. 3 servings of oatmeal a day, which is 2 and 7, 12 cups of oatmeal. How much oatmeal will she consume if she eats 21 servings? 2 and 7 cups of oatmeal represents 3 servings. Well, and then they want to know how much is 21 servings. There are a few ways to do this question. I could find for 1 serving, but I don't think I need to because 3 goes directly into 21. I can say 3 servings is that and divide by 3, get for 1 serving and then multiply by 21. But why do that? When 3 goes into 21 7 times, I simply need to multiply the 2 and 7 12 by 7. Yeah. So 21 divided by 3 is equal to 7 times 3 servings. Right? So this is 7 times, and in 3 servings, we have 2 and 7 12. I think I'm doing the correct thing here. It feels good. What I'm doing here feels like the right way. 2 by 12. If only you could have passed maths with just feeling. 2 by 12 is how much? 24 plus 7 is 31 over 12. 31 over 12 multiplied by 7. That number feels very strange. Let's just double check this. 3 servings of oatmeal a day, which is that. I guess they just really give us a really weird fraction, so we just have to be confident in ourselves here. Be confident in who you are. Don't be ridiculous. So 3 servings of oatmeal a day, which was 2 over 7, 12 cups of oatmeal, yes, and 21 servings. So that's 7 times. So 7 times, okay, fine. So 31 times 7 is 7, 217 over 12, 217 over 12. 12 can go into 216. 12 can go into 216 18 times. 18 times 12, 180, 36, 216. Yes. So 12 by 18 is 216. So this is 18 and 112 if you want to make this a mixed number. Well done, chat. Well done, Logan. Logan, you know everything, oh? I'll call Essie and tell them to bring your papers tomorrow, Logan. Logan, you ready for them tomorrow? So, Maria's, y'all, we're getting closer and closer to number 20. Miss Celine is going to help us with number 21. So, those of y'all who were here in the beginning, remember, we found Miss Celine as well. Maria's chocolate cake required 5/9 cup of chocolate garni. I don't know what this word is. How is it pronounced this word? Google help me here, boy. Pronounce. What's Celine, you want to help me pronounce this word? Or?
It's chocolate ganache.
Chocolate ganache. Ganache.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Ganache. 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 You see, I don't deal up in this chocolate thing. Maybe we should outlaw chocolate in Trinidad and Tobago. Bye, Miss Celine. Thank you. So chocolate ganache, for its filling, she baked 39 chocolate cakes on Friday. All right, I lost the whole idea of the question here. I fall off the railing. So let me go and start back reading this question. Maria's chocolate cake requires 5/9 of a cup of chocolate ganache, whatever that is. So 5/9 of a cup of chocolate ganache. Let's make the chocolate ganache kind of brown. Looking a little orangish, but fine. So this is 5/9 of a cup of chocolate ganache. For its filling, she baked 39 of these cakes. So 39 cakes. What is the total amount of chocolate? Oh, so we just need to multiply by 39. So the total amount is 39 times 5/9 of a cup. I wish 9 could have go into 39. Fortunately, 3 can go into 39. So 3 goes into this 3 times, 3 goes into 39. 13 times, and 13 times 5 is that 65 over 3. 65 over 3. What is 65 over 3? 3 goes into that 2 and 1 and 2/3. 21 and 2/3 cups of chocolate ganache. Nice. I doubt that the whole question because that was only one mark. So 21 and 2/3 of a cup. Between which two numbers does your answer lie? What could this be? I think this is, we reached 500. Hey, how we send up the emoticons and thing in this, boy? And if I could do a little, oh boy, I know I need another little emojis or anything. Oh no, I think I could do some emojis here. I was frightened to write in this chat, and every time I write in this chat, the thing is stick and all kind of thing. Maybe we can do a little quick emojis to celebrate the we must celebrate these things, guys. We must celebrate these things. 500 likes. Because 500 likes, you'll ever see 500 people in one place. That's like a whole school auditorium and more. So like 500 people just press like on this video. That's amazing. Congratulations if you are among the 500 likes. So we do some celebration day, some dabs. All right, you ready to go now? Between which two numbers does your answer lie? Right, so this is the easiest question so far because 21 and 2/3. This is 21. This is 22. I wonder where 21 and 2/3 will be. If I split this into thirds, 21 and 2/3 is right here. 21 and 2/3. So it lies between 21 and 22, which was extremely easy to find and discover. All right. Dante spent 2/7 of his monthly allowance on snacks. He spent 126 on a new video game, which amounted to 9/13 of his monthly allowance. How much did he spend on snacks? 2/7 on snacks, 126 on a new video game, which amounted to 9/13 of his monthly allowance. How much did he spend on snacks? So this is the same question again, hidden in words, where we have a fraction, the 9/13, being equal to a quantity, being equal to equated to $126. So the whole is 126 multiplied by the reciprocal yet again. But we weren't asked about the whole, we asked about the snacks. And if you spend 2/7 on snacks, we can just say the snacks represents 2/7 of the whole, which is 126 multiplied by 13 and 9. And then we can start reducing whatever can reduce and hope that we end up with a niceness. So does 7 go into that? I'm suspicious about 7 going into 126. That's 7 going to 126. Hopefully. Let me go brave. 7 into 7, 1. 7 into this 1 remainder 5 and so 18. And then 9 goes into 18 2 times. 2 by 2 is 4 by 13 is 65 minus 13 is 52. $52. $52. That reducing feel a little shaky. Let me check it over. 7 went into this definitely 18 times, and 9 goes into this 2 times. 2 by 13 is 26 by 2 is 52. Yes, 52. 52. Coconut Ramco gas. Let me go. All right, so we finish up to 16. Let's jump into some of the other questions. But firstly, how are you feeling? Anybody ready for an SEA next week? Y'all feel like these Sunday revision sessions have your game going up? You're getting better, your arithmetic getting faster, you know all your timetables. So we're going to do 3 more questions, 17, 18, 19, 4 more questions, 17, 18, 19, 20. And after we do those questions, let's ask Miss Celine to do number 21. So let's race to number 21. The race is on. The count is on. Racing to number 21. Also, I wonder if it's too much to see if we can reach 600 likes. You all tell me if we ever reach 600 likes this stream, right? Let's see if we can get to 600 likes. The diagram below shows Anjali and Sarah in a race. Sarah is at the finish line, whereas Anjali is 9 and 2/3 of a meter behind Sarah. So let me just put that in right there. What is the total distance from the start to the finish? Is this just a simple addition? Love it. Finally, all these remainder fractions and thing was starting to get boring. Welcome back to the simple addition. So we simply add 27s and 7/8 and 9 and 2/3. And of course, we can do the whole number bit first and then do the fraction bit on the side here. Where we'll have to do a little LCM. 8 and 3, 8, 3, 24, 8, 3, 21. 3 into this 8, 2, 16. It's getting messy. It's getting messy. Come on, man, behave yourself. So is this 37 over 24? And what is this one? 27 plus 9 is 36. There's some remainder scene going on here. So for 13, so this is 1 and 13 over 24. 13 is a prime number, so I'm not looking for any reduction there. This is also a prime number. So 1 and 36 is 37. And this fraction is 13 over 24. I mean, it was an addition. It wasn't too crazy, but Shania was able to get it. Some of you all made a mistake and forget to add the 1 to the 36. But most of you all got that out, right? Shania Roscoe has it there. All right. Number 18 in a standard 5 class. 5/12 of the students own a dog, 1/8 own a cat, 1/6 own fishes, and the remainder 14 students do not have any pets. How many? So we'll need to add up these directly. So 5/12 plus 1/8 plus 1/6, all of these own pets. And the LCM of that looks like the best one is 24. 2 goes into this, 12 goes into this 2 times, so 2 times 5 is 10, 8 goes into this 3 times. We do a lot of 8 into 24. How much time we do 8 and 24 this class? Like 100 times. 6 goes into 24, 4 times 4 by that is. So we end up with 17 over 24 of the class own. So some people's screen blurry. Y'all, what do you do when the screen is blurry? If the screen is blurry, that's a you problem, but you can fix the problem. You can go and raise the setting. You just go find that gearbox icon in the corner and you go raise up your setting. Tristan, I shout you out all the time. That's not true. And look again, shout outs again. So big up Tristan. Tristan actually in my class. So Tristan is not like you don't see me every Friday. Yeah, so go into your settings and raise the resolution. Okay, so you have 17 over 24. The remainder has to be 3 and 4 is 724. When you subtract this from 24 over 24. And this represents 14 students. So now we need to get a whole, which is 14 multiplied by reciprocated fraction. 7 goes into this 2 times 2 by 24 is 48. 48 students in this class, number 19. We're getting there. I hope Miss Celine is doing her stretches and warming up. Sierra shaded part of the shape below to represent a fraction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 10, 5/10. Shade the shape below to represent the equivalent fraction. Is that just a half? Sierra, you didn't make it. Yeah, Sierra, you could have made this tougher for us, but fine. Thank you for making it very easy for us. I'll just shade half of this. Now I might have to watch myself sideways if I shade this half, right? Obviously, I might want to shade like a nice looking semicircle, like maybe, you know, something like this. Yeah, that looks like a better thing to shade, right? Did I leave out something? No, it's 48 students. Yes, I put 48 students. Did I put 48 students? I think I did. 48 big and bold. Use the fractions and an explanation to tell how you know that you are correct. Is it the same thing again? She shade 5/10. And how much did we shade? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. We shade 4 8. So Sierra shade 5/10. If I reduce this, this reduces to 1 over 2. And I shaded 4 8. 4 8, right? It was 4 parts, it was 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will explain the same thing with the numerator being how many parts and the denominator being how many parts of the whole. So 4 8 is also a half. So therefore, they are, and I would love to use this word in this question, they are equivalent fractions. They are equivalent fractions. Part 20. One more, let's just do 20. At the Christmas party, toys were given out to the children. This question, first thing I noticed is that this question is worth 4 marks. So what does that mean about that question? I think this is the first 4 mark question we're doing. This question looking a little crazy, boy. 3/10 of the toys were remote control cars. The rest were doll houses. 2/3 of the remote control cars and 5/6 of the doll houses were distributed to the children. There were 52 toys remaining at the end of the party. G's and ages, boy. G's and ages. What is this one, boy? All right, fine. 3/10 were remote control cars. Remote control cars equal 3/10. And the rest were doll houses. So doll houses equals 7/10. 2/3 of the remote control cars and 5/6 of the doll houses were distributed. So I want the remainder fractions one time because I just don't want to go through all of this. So left, in terms of the remote control cars, the RCCs, the remote control car. Look at that. RCC. Where is saying the camera moving? Yeah, the camera is moving. And the camera is listening to my instructions like this. So like if I tell it to stop, watch this, So it will follow me like this, which is dangerous because you could follow me around the room next time you see the whole student hub here. And I don't want you to see the unicorns and mystical animals that we have in the student hub. But anyhow, if I could tell the camera to stop like this, and now it wouldn't follow me. But sometimes when I'm talking, I'm very expressive. So I talk with my hands, and sometimes I leave my hand up like this, and the camera would think, okay, you want me to follow him again, so it's not following me. So now I just say, hey, mash your bricks. Now it's not following me. All right, back to the question. So left from the remote control cars are using RCCs for remote control cars, right? 2/3 were distributed, so left is 1/3. And left from the doll houses, I'm using DH for doll houses. Left from the doll houses, 5/6 were distributed, so 1/6 was left. 1/6 of the doll houses were left. 1/3 of the remote control cars were left. So you know what we're going to do there? So left is for the RCC. From the total is 1/3 of the 3/10, which works out very quickly to be 1/10. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you can see it. And left from the doll houses is, as a fraction of the entire thing, it's 1/6 of the 7/10, which doesn't really work out to nothing. So this is 7/60. That's a little yucky. So let's make sure that that is right. 7/10. Okay, fine. So now, what was the question? Remaining 52 toys remaining. So we're going to add the remaining fractions, or the left. It's going to be 1/10 plus 7/60, which is the same as 6/60 plus 7/60. 6 and 7 is 13/60. So 13/60 is remaining, and this represents 52 toys. 52 toys remaining at the end of the party. So 13/60 represents 52 toys. So the whole, is it the whole? How many toys at the beginning? 52 times 60/13, and we know 13 will go into 52 4 times. So 4 times 60 is, 4 6s are 24. 4 times 60 is 240 toys. Now I did this in one of the shortest ways possible. Most students would have probably found 2/3 of this, 5/6 of 7/10, added the 2, subtracted from the whole, so you get the remainder, and then you would have ended up with your 13/60. So this is the toughest question that we did so far. Can you rate this question out of 10? Let me get a little feedback on this type of question from the number of students here. Rate out of 10 how much you understand this question. Rate out of 10 how much you understand this question. What I put? Didn't I put 240? What I put? Yeah, I put 240. Well done, Edison and everybody. So some people say we're moving slow. One person say 1 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 0 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 6, 9, 7, negative 10, 7 or 8 out of 10, 10, 10, 10, 88. Is that out of 10? Please put proper fractions. 6 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 4, 5, 2, 4. So it is a struggle for some people. 3, 2, 4, 10, 1,000, 5, 10, 9, 7. So it's definitely a question that I would look back. So you can save the time. It's like about 1 hour and we started to do the really tough questions. So it's only going to get tougher from here, maybe. Let's have Miss Celine do this question for us. Miss Celine, I don't know if you may have to share your screen. I not realize this.
Yeah, I'll share my screen.
All right. So let me just see if I can take my screen. There it is. So what I'm going to do while Miss Celine do number 21, you all could start it up as well, is we just have 4 questions to go again. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I'm going to show you the SCA handbook. I'm also going to see if I find my YouTube play button. So I'm going to find 2 things, my YouTube play button and the SCA handbook. And the SCA handbook is available from the Student Hub for $50. So you just have to WhatsApp this number, 472-4221. But at the end of this, when I'm doing some shout outs, I will actually sponsor some entire classes, maybe like about 4 classes. I'll just pick them at random, and I would make sure your entire class has a SCA handbook. So look out for that. I did a lot of schools last year, and I still want to do some schools this year. So we're gonna, but at the end, so I've seen some people put in the school. You don't need to put it already. You don't need to put it. So if you want to get the handbook, apart from that, in the next 2 weeks, I would make sure every single last one of the handbook is out of stock. So we may just have little dregs hanging around for our uses, but we will empty the stock that we have in the student hub with these SCA handbook. So if you want to get the SCA handbook, you have to do so now. Celine, you're knocked out. Where did Miss Celine go? Just now, yeah. I'll go and find Miss Celine. Maybe I'll do question 21 and wait for Miss Celine to come in question 22. So I'll do 21. She's telling me that her screen froze. Who freeze Miss Celine's screen? So y'all, let me do question 21 to keep the rhythm. Then I will go find my YouTube play button and the SE handbook. You ready? Okay. So, all right, Miss Celine, just now, let me take my screen off here and I'm going to share the link like last time with you. So you can use the link that you've seen it.
Yeah, waiting for it to pop up.
Yeah, so all right. So I think Miss Celine would be able to just actually write a number 21 here, but the thing is you'll need me to move the board.
Yeah, hold on, I'm waiting to get the actual link.
So how are you guys feeling? What is the word? What do you all do on a Saturday and a Sunday? Anybody have SEA lessons on a Sunday? The student have any SEA classes on a Sunday? All our classes are Saturday, Wednesday, Friday. I don't think we have any SEA classes on a Sunday. So Celine, what you're saying is I had get one of these students have laptops there.
I don't know why they're not showing up.
Oh, you're getting to write on my board? We just have 4 more questions or 5 more questions to go.
Send the link.
If you want to try and share your board again, you can try and do that.
Yeah, let me try and share my board.
Y'all, I really want Miss Celine to get a chance to do a question. Somebody say, excuse me, somebody saying run the shout outs now. I'm not doing any shout outs now.
I think it's working now.
It's working? Yeah.
Like you all see my board now?
Yeah, write something on it there, number 21. You're writing on the board?
My board
oh,
now.
Yeah, but yeah, okay. I don't know if you're writing on it. You're a little sticky, but it's working.
Yeah, let me write on the board. Yeah, you all see the board now?
Yeah, we saw that squiggle. And we see that squiggle? We saw the squiggle.
Yeah, I don't know why the internet's probably lagging.
All right, so I think I can do it now. I'm going to run.
All right, good. So you're going to hear me, right? I can go ahead and do the question now.
Yeah, I'm going to run and get my stuff, right, guys? Okay. Yes, Celine, all you.
All right, guys. So let's do number 21. So Xavier was required to cover a total distance of 12 4/5 kilometers in a triathlon. He cycled a distance of 4 7/10 kilometers, and part A is asking us what is the remaining distance he must cover to complete the triathlon, right? So we have to, this is a simple subtraction question, right? So people put the answers in the chat already. Now, if the total distance was 12 4/5, and he actually covered 4 7/10, to get the remainder, you would just simply have to subtract, right? So when we do our subtraction, I don't know if you all do this, but I like to do this. I like to put my whole numbers on one side and then my fractions on the next side. So I have 12 minus 4, and then I have my fractions here, right, which would be 4/5 minus 7/10. Right, so we could go ahead and subtract our whole numbers. 12 minus 4, that would give us 8. And then you have 4/5 minus 7/10. So we can't subtract these just yet because the denominators are different. So we need to find the LCM. So the LCM of 5 and 10 would be 10. So I could say 5 by 2 would give me 10 and 4 by 2 would give me 8. So 8 over 10 minus 7 over 10. And that is going to give us 1/10. Yeah. So the actual remaining distance when we combine our whole number and our fraction would be 8 and 1 over 10 kilometers. So you all got that, right? Okay. So let's look at part B. Part B. If he swam 1/3 of the remaining distance, how many kilometers did he swim? So 1/3 of the remaining distance. Now, this concept of the remainder comes in, but we actually found that just now, right? The remaining distance was 8 and 1/10. So if he swam 1/3 of it, we need to do 1/3 multiplied by 8 and 1 over 10. So how do we do this? When I have a fraction being multiplied by a mixed number, so a whole number and a fraction, I like to turn the mixed number into an improper fraction. So fraction by fraction, right? So 8 and 1/10 is actually what as a fraction? 8 by 10 is 80 plus 1 would give us 81. Yeah. So that's 81. So 81 over 10 why is my board sticking? And you multiply that by a third. So when you multiply this, what did you get? Yeah, change that in proper fraction. Good. So 3 could go into 81. You all know how many times it could go into 81? You could actually go into 81 27 times, right? So you have 27 over 10. And this is an improper fraction, so we need to change it to a mixed number. So you can get 2 and 7 over 10. So 2 and 7 over 10 is the answer for this one. You all got that? Right. All right, so number 22. We have how many parts we have here? I think we have like 2 parts here. So at a carnival showcase, 1/6 of the participants portrayed the fancy sailor character. 3/4 of the remainder were Moko Jumbies and the others portrayed the midnight robber. Right? So we have a fraction of a remainder representing Moko Jambi. So you need to pay attention to that. I like to highlight keywords, right? Because this is a common misconception. Some students might see 3/4 of the remainder and think it's actually 3/4 for Moko Jambi, but it's not, right? And then the others were midnight robber. So what fraction of the participants portrayed the fancy sailor and Moko Jambi? So it's 2 categories we need to find for when you're asking for a fraction. So you want to find the fraction for fancy sailor, find the fraction for Moko Jumbies, and then add it. So they actually gave us the fraction for the fancy sailor, right? Which was 1/6. So we could say fancy sailor, yeah, good. And then they said 3/4 of the remainder is equal to the Moko Jumbies. So what is the remainder? How do we find the remainder? That's what we need to figure out. Right? So the remainder is always represented by the whole minus, it would be the fraction for the fancy sailor. So the whole is presented in the denominator. So that's 6 over 6 minus 1 over 6. So So the remainder is actually 5 over 6. You all got, yeah? And then they said, so now we have the remainder here, right? And if 3/4 of the remainder were Moko Jumbies, well then for Moko Jumbies, it would be 'Why is it not erasing? Right? So you can do 3 into 3, 1, 3 into 6, 2, and then 5 over 8 for Moko Jumbies. So 5 over 8 would be the fraction for Moko Jumbies, and 1/6 would be the fraction for Fancy Sailor. And they want the fraction for both. So you need to add them, right? So what you need to do is add 5 8 and 1/6. You could see these two fractions, the denominators are different. So you find the LCM for 8 and 6, which is actually 24, right? So 8 by 3 is 24, so 5 by 3 would give us 15 plus 6 by 4 is 24. So 1 by 6 is 6. So 15 plus 6 would give us 19. Not 19. Wait, did I do something wrong here? Here's a 15. This is 4. 4 by 24. So 6 by 4 and 1 by 4 would give plus 4, which is 19 over 24. So 19 over 24 is the fraction for Moko Jumbies and Sailors. And that's 22 part A. So part B now, they're asking if there were 168 participants at the Carnival showcase, how many participants portrayed the Midnight Rubber? So if we go back, we could see that Midnight Rubber, they said the rest or the others were Midnight Rubber. But we already found the fraction that represents Moko Jumbies and Fancy Sailors. So from the whole, you will have Moko Jumbies, Fancy Sailors, and Midnight Rubbers. And since we have the fraction for the Moko Jumbies and the Fancy Sailors, then the remainder really is the Midnight Rubber. So what you would do is say, is you want to find the fraction that represents the Midnight Rubber, first of all, which is the remainder you're fighting for. So when we want to find the remainder, we know we do whole and it's going to be this minus 19/24 over 24 minus 19 over 24, right? So that is going to be 5 over 24. So 5 over 24 is actually the fraction for the Midnight Rubbers, right? And then they're saying that 168 participants were at the Carnival showcase. So if you want, and they ask how many, so you have to give your answer as a whole number. So you got the fraction, but 5 over 24 is not actually your answer. You have to find a whole number. So then you can do 5/24, right? 5 over 24, that fraction, by 168. So when you multiply this by 168, you reduce, and that's how you actually get the whole number, right? So 24 into 24, 1, this could actually go into 67 times, so 5 by 7. So then you'll get 35. Now my board and I'm seeing myself lagging, so I don't know if I coming across lagging. Mr. Springer, am I lagging on your end?
Yeah, lagging a bit. So 35 participants was the midnight rubber. So all right, let me jump in and grab the rest of these stuffies. You all say thanks to Miss Celine for grabbing number 21 and 22 for us. So I just have to do 23, 24, and 25 now. All right, guys, watch this. I got it. How to do this, Celine? Yeah, I don't know. Um, I have to remove your presentation. All right, cool. So this is the SCA handbook that we use in the student hub. You all seen it clearly? If you're seeing it, say, I'm seeing it. And in the SCA handbook, it's a nice revision book for those of y'all who are okay in SCA. If you need to review entire topics, this may not be the ideal book for you. But if you're okay in SCA or really good in SCA, this is a really good book to watch through, to study through before the exams, because you'll just sharpen up on all your topics. The SCA Maths Handbook. So if you have the SCA Maths Handbook, say I have got it. Most of the students from last year would have had this book or exposed to it. At the end of today's live stream, I will give away a good bit of this to different schools. And right now, our numbers in the student line are extremely hot because people are buying it last minute. So shout out to all of y'all who got this early last year and this year. You all already had your SCA handbook. That is one thing that I promised you all I would show you all. That's one. Next thing, my YouTube play button. But I have some bad news. The stuff here flicks off after a while. So I was watching other YouTubers and this thing flicks off all the time. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube. They need to sort out this part of it. This part always flicks out here, this part here. So right now it isn't saying cool in spring, it's saying cool so. So yeah, this is the YouTube play button that I got for having 100,000 subscribers, and I was trying to find it for so long. We did some remodeling and they had it in a box, and when I took it out of the box, this stuff flaking. So the heat from Trinidad and humidity makes this flake. All right. If you all are buying the SCA handbook, you can get it delivered straight to you. A lot of stores have it, but stores usually sell it more. They're supposed to sell it for 50, but some stores sell it for 100 and things. So you can get it from the student hub for 50 and it will be delivered to your home. But if you're doing that, you have to do that fast because the delivery takes like 5 days. So you don't want to order it too close to SCA. You want to get some time to review it. And the number to WhatsApp to do that is, see if I can get my screen back on there. Thanks, Celine. The number to do that to WhatsApp is 472-4221. So that's the number you can WhatsApp now to get in contact with the student hub, and the SCA handbook is $50. What else? You can also use this number, 3101306. So you're ready to do the last set of questions? If you're ready, type ready. I'll do the shout outs and giveaways after. So number 21. So these are the tough questions. So let's get into it and let's get this session over with. Xavier was required to cover a total distance of 12 and 4/5 kilometers in a triathlon. He cycled 4 7/10 of a kilometer. Do you know what a triathlon is? That's where you have to do 3 things, right? Like run, swim, cycle. So he cycled 4 7/10 kilometers. What's the remaining distance he must cover? So remaining, I need to do a subtraction. So remaining is 12 and 4/5 minus 4 7/10. So that's 12 minus 4 is 8, and 4/5, add 4/5 and minus 7/10. So I'm doing the whole here, I'm doing the fractions parts here. What it is it 4/5 minus 7/10? So this is 8/10 minus 7/10. Fortunately, this worked out really nice for us, which is 1/10. So the answer is 8 and 1. Wait, y'all do this? No, I don't think y'all did this one. Which one y'all do? Y'all do the midnight rubbers. Oh, yes, you know, you all do this one. You all do this one. Oh, geez. 23. Oh, gosh, I wasted my time doing questions. That's all I do already. What fraction of the cookies did Brianna receive? Let's try this. Is it this? Is it here? Emma shared a box of cookies with her two sisters. She gave 1/3 to Anna and 5/8 to Brianna. So Brianna, 5/8 of the remainder. So Anna gets 1/3. The remainder fraction is the whole minus the 1/3, which is 2/3. And how was she named? Brianna gets how much of the remainder? Brianna gets 5/8 of the remainder. So 5/8 of the 2/3. 2 into 2, 1, 2 into this 4. So she gets 5/12. Well, I can't talk properly now, boy. 5/12. How many of you all got that 5/12? So we're going good. We good? Y'all, I'll do the shout outs after. Just make sure we paying attention here. Everybody paying attention? I want if the likes reach 500. What fraction of the cookies did Emma give her sisters? So we need to add up now. Anna got 1/3. Brianna got 5/12. 1/3 plus 5/12 would be how much went to the sisters. 12 is the LCM. 3 goes into this 4 times 4 by that is 4 plus 5. This turns out to be 9/12. Wait. Can we reduce this 3 into this 3 into this 4? 3/4 of 3/4. Oh, you reached 600 likes. Very good. It was 600 was the target. 24. Is that an next part? Oh, geez, there's an next part. If the box contains 84 cookies, find the difference in the number of cookies that Anna received and that Brianna received. Well, Anna got, pay attention, everybody, Anna got 1/3 of the 84, which is 28. And Brianna got what Brianna got? 5/8? No, 5/12. Brianna got 5/12. 5/12 of the 84, which is 35. So the difference, I don't see no answers. Difference. How difference looking so right? Difference is equal to 35 minus 28, which is just 7. So 7 cookies. All right, y'all keep the answers coming. 2 more questions to go. Then we do some shout outs. I know you're looking forward to the shout outs this round because of special reasons. Ariana has 364 roses of 2 different colors, red and yellow. There are 3 times as many red roses as yellow roses. So 3 red for every yellow. How many yellow roses are there? So this is 3 red for 1 yellow. So there are 4 parts in total. It's a ratio question. 3 parts red, 1 part yellow, 4 parts, and 1 of those parts is yellow. So 1 out of 4 is set to yellow. So the number of yellow has to be the fraction of the entire thing, right? 1/4 of 364. What is 1/4 of 364? A lot of people are telling me it's 91, and I agree. 4 goes into 360 90 times, and there's a 4 here, so it's 91. 3/13 of the yellow roses have long stems, and the others have glitter sprinkled on them. How many of the yellow roses have glitter sprinkled on them? So remainder is going to be, remainder from 3/13 is going to be 13/13 minus 3/13, which is, of course, 10/13. These are the glitter sprinkle. So glitter on these roses, boy. Glitter on these roses, 10 out of 13. How many of them have yellow? So 10 out of 13 of 10/13 of the 91 roses that are yellow. 13 goes into 91 how many times? 12 times 7 is 84. 84 plus 7 is 91. So 13 goes into 91 7 times. 7 times 10 is 70. And we see this number when we, there's a question in prime numbers where this shows up. So 70. 70 yellow roses have glitter on them. There's more. Cheese and ages is a long question, but bouquets are to be made containing 14 roses each. How many full bouquets will Ariana get by using the red roses only? How many red roses do we have? 3 times as many red as yellow. So 91 from 364. So the red is 91 from 364. When I take 91 from 364, how much do I get? How many red roses do I get? 90, so 353. Sorry, that's 110. So it'll be 373 plus 2, 374, 373, 373. 273 drops 1. 273. 273. 273 is correct. 364 minus 91. 273. 1 from this is 3, 9 from that is 27. Yes, 273. 14 will go into 273. Full bouquets I need. What number should I try? 14 by 10, 14 by 20, 14 by 20, 28, 14 by 19. 14 by 19. 14 times 19 is how much? 4, 6, 3, 9, 12, 1, 2, 6, 6. 266 plus 14 will carry me over. So I'm going to get 19 full bouquets. I can't get 17 because I can't get 20 because 20 times 140 is just 2 times that is 280. I don't have 280 roses. I only have 273. So I can only get 270. I can only get 19 full bouquets of red roses because I need to get them full. I have to ignore the remainder. So I won't put 19.5. I'll just put 19. Last question. Everybody ring the bell for the last question. The variety store sold a roll of pink ribbon at 0.25 cents per centimeter. This is like a $0.25. Anaya bought 2/3 of a meter. Jade bought 7/10 of a meter. And Kestra bought 4/5 of a meter of pink ribbon. Calculate the difference in the length between the shortest and longest piece of pink ribbon that were bought. Who's the shortest? 2/3 is. Who's the shortest? 4/5 is 8/10. So this is the biggest. 4/5. Between 2/3 and 7/10. Who is smaller? If I had them out of 30, this would be 3 into this 10, 20. And 3 into, so this will be bigger because this will be 21. So this is the middle. This is the smallest. And this is the largest. So the difference between the shortest and longest piece is 4/5 is the largest piece minus the 2/3. How many of you all agree with that? Do you agree? So 4/5 is the biggest. 2/3 is the smallest. You have to use the equivalent fractions to check that. So when I subtract, I would get 15 as the LCM. 5 goes into this 3 times. 3 goes at 12. 3 goes into this 5 times. 10. I get 2/15 as the difference between the longest and the shortest. Now for the last part. Calculate the amount Jade paid for the length of pink ribbon that she purchased. Well, it turns out that there's $0.25 for every, how much centimeters? For 1 centimeter, for every centimeter. And all of the things that they gave us are in meters. So I'm going to change this to meters. So if I go to meters, 1 centimeter to meters, I'll multiply by 100 to get 1 meter. So I'm going to multiply this by 100, and that gives me $25. How many of you all agree? I would have to move the decimal point this way 2 times if I'm multiplying by 100. So there's $25 for every 1 meter, right? You all understand why I'm doing that? Because all of the things they bought were in meters. So, and they gave me the unit cost in centimeters, which is kind of yucky. So I changed it into meters. If there's 25 cents for 1 centimeter, then for 1 meter, I should expect $25. I think I did a good thing there. That will help me to solve the question a little faster. Maybe. So let's see. And how much money did who? Jade. Jade bought 7/10 of a meters. So Jade has 7/10 of a meter. So Jade equals 7/10 of a meter, but 1 meter is $25. So 7/10 of $25 is what? That is divided by 10. I'll just simply divide by 10 one time and I'll get 2.5. And I want 7 by 2.5. And that's going to be my last answer for the day. 7 by 2.5. That's like 7 by 2 and add half of 7. That's 14 plus 3.5. That's 17.5. Well, let's double check. So 7 by 2.5, 2.5 times 7, 5, 35, 3, 7, 2, 14 plus 3 is 17. Bring back the 0.1, please. $17.5, $17.50 is how much Jade will pay for the ribbon. You can also do this question by finding for 1, but I find this technique of bringing it up to the meters was a nice spot for a student. And that brings us, ladies and gentlemen, to the end of revision session number 8. Revision session number 8 was on fraction. So those of y'all who want to go ahead and buy the book, y'all can make the WhatsApp move now. 472-4221. What's the next number, boy? 310-1306. WhatsApp this number, and someone will take you through the process, and you should be able to get it by Friday. For Friday, if you're close by, or maybe even next week, Monday for the latest. But most likely this week you'll be able to get this, and it's only $50, and it will come to your house. Other than that, let's just pick some schools at random here. I'm just going to pick them and send them onto my screen. San Fernando Methodist from this person. That's 1. So I said I'll do how much? I'll do 4. So somebody from San Fernando Methodist reach out, or we'll reach out to you. I have numbers for most of these schools anyway. There's so much on the screen. Gasparilla Government Primary from Angelo. That's number 2. I'm just freezing my screen and grabbing one. Here we go. Barataria Anglican. How many books is this so far? Angelo, you didn't state how many in your class. So when you talk to the student, have you let us know how many? 23. I need to keep track. So this is the 4th one. Yeah, blessings. I missed there. This is just another thing. El Dorado South Hindu. 61 students. Wow. Why did I pick one with 61 students? That's a lot of books. All right. So that brings it to number 4. So just now. How about I'm seeing lots of things coming up, and I know some of y'all would love to be in this. So let me see if I can squeeze in another one. Point 14 Anglican. I do lots of graduation speeches at Anglican schools. I hope this is not 522 students. I hope this is standard 522 students, because I can't do 522 students. It's just going to have to be 22 students, right? So these 5 schools. All right, let's do one more. And if you want me to visit your school, I am going to be visiting schools in March. I have some schools already set to visit. You'll have to have your principal or teacher reach out to the student hub, right? And we see if we could schedule it in. This is number 6. All right, how much is this? You didn't put how many students in your school. So all these 6 schools, I'll send it to the student hub, and we will send books to all of these schools for your Form 5 students. Elijah, here we go. Elijah Joseph. I only wanted to do 4, and now I'm on number 7. Something is definitely wrong with me. Oh gosh, 7 students. And let me see if I could just grab one I'll pick this one instead of doing it random. I want to see if I could pick one from Tobago. Bang, this is the first Tobago I saw. So there we go. Number 8. Right, I probably should not do anymore. Starting to get into the danger zone. All right, so we would send off to these schools. Guys, if your school didn't get, wasn't able to pick your school, that's okay. You can always, as I said, the book is at a really steal of a deal price. Usually the SCA handbook sells for $50, for $100, sorry. We have reduced the price of all the books in the student hub, and we try to keep them at a really, the price that we have it on, sometimes we don't make money, sometimes we lose money on the price that we sell it for, because I just want you all to get the book. I just want the book to be out there. So you can get the book for $50, even if I didn't pick you in these 8 schools, because as you can see, there's unlimited number of schools here in Trinidad. So these 8 schools, look out. You can also WhatsApp the student hub if you're one of these 8 schools. I will send it to the admins. The number to WhatsApp is 472-4221 or 310-1306. You WhatsApp us and you get your hand on the handbook to give some revision. You don't have to pay any delivery fee. All you have to pay is $50. And you get the book delivered to your house in a week. But it's important that you buy it. If you're buying it, try to get it this week, because you need to give a little time for delivery, right? And I don't want you to get the book after exams. All right, people. So we're just doing, I don't want to do shout outs. I'll do the shout outs next week, because I don't want you to think that I mixed up your school with one of these schools here. But shout out to everybody who has joined us for the 8 sessions. If you've been here for the 8 sessions, say I've been here for the 8 sessions. Anybody here for every session? Ari, I think you're here every session. There are so many of you all revising. So I wish you the best in exams. Love and blessing.